That's right, we have breaking news out of Pullman last night and this morning. A man has been shot by SWAT. Now, what we know right now is that last night around 8:30, Pullman police responded to an apartment complex near Washington State University. And what we've been told is that a man in his 30s was threatening to kill his roommates. The roommates were safely able to be evacuated, but then as law enforcement tried to negotiate with the man in the 1000 block of Laytos Street, he was not cooperating. Instead, he barricaded himself inside the apartment. And after a while, Pullman police were working with the Whitman County Regional SWAT team, which is a collaboration of law enforcement efforts. And the suspect began firing gunshots from his apartment, but fortunately, no one was hurt. Here is some footage from our reporters that were on the scene there. That's the apartment complex in Pullman, again in the 1000 block of Laytos Street near Main Street in that area. There's law enforcement there as well. And law enforcement did try to negotiate with the man, but after a couple hours, they were unsuccessful and the suspect was shot by SWAT. No other injuries were reported, and Main Street was closed for a while between Bishop and Stadium Way, and Laytos Street closed as well. As of 4:30 a.m. this morning, the university police tweeted that there was no longer an active threat and it had been handled, and Washington State Patrol is taking over the investigation. KXLY's Destiny Richards was out in Pullman this morning, and she'll have more details in the 5 o'clock news, as well as reaction from students around these recent threats of violence and this violence taking place at universities. And though it is close to Moscow, according to Washington State Patrol Communications Director Chris Loftus, there's no indication that this crime is connected to the Moscow murders. But again, Destiny Richards will have more details coming up in 4 News Now at 5. But for now, live in the digital lab, I'm Rob King for KXLY.